We going live talking about Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Yeah. You know how we do it at the All Nerds channel, baby. Talking about Spider-Man, baby. It's No Way Home week, baby.
Why don't you just put some broccoli in there?
Why don't you just put some broccoli in there? Honestly. You're cutting out a bit there, Johnny.
Me?
You were, but I think you're good now.
You're gonna have to make do.
So your setup is a little different than normal, but
Tis moving out of my college dorm.
Moving out season.
Moving out
So
season, baby.
Spider-Man is like 3 days away.
It's
Are you
like
freaking
Dylan,
out?
we're seeing it in like 3 days.
Yeah, are you freaking out? I
A little
haven't
bit.
fully processed because it with stuff like this, it just always feels like it's so far away
I know.
until we're
It's
like
been
sitting
far
in
away.
the
I know.
theater.
Literally now I know. I hear you. Yeah, it's we literally have 3 days. Levi's flying in. He'll be here in the morning. That's why he's not here, guys. By the way,
Yes, sir.
Levi's currently, coming or not on his way, but like about to be.
Right, yeah. He should be leaving for the if he's
Should be
smart, he'll
leaving.
leave for the airport sooner than later.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what his plans are. I don't know. But we're gonna pick him up at like 4 in the morning, or he gets here around 6.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have a good week. Hopefully
That'll be
there'll be a
wild.
lot of stuff for you guys too.
But screw
Oh.
Levi. We're talking
Talking Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Well, I was just gonna mention, if you guys want to help us out, we are recording something and we need people in the chat. I don't know if we want to do that now, or another time if we want to set
Bad
that
timing.
up. I'm not saying
let me do a community post later about it.
Yeah. Just
expect a community post on the channel.
We need people in the chat, because I was just gonna record the chat separately to the actual video, and then I was just gonna edit it
together. Should we say what the project is or no?
Yeah, I mean, to add context.
Okay. Yes.
We are doing a holiday special. And we're really excited about it.
Little holiday special.
Kind of started out as a joke. And then we're like, this could be kind of funny. So basically the scene, I'm not gonna give you too much context and don't want to spoil. But basically it starts out on a StreamYard. The premise is that Levi is coming for Christmas to the All New Nerds house, and me and Johnny are very excited. And the concept of the beginning, anyways, where we need you guys, is we are on stream with 2 mysterious guests, which you will find out when the video comes out. And we need you guys to basically just, because we want it to start out like you're watching a YouTube video, like you're watching the stream, basically, and then eventually it'll pull out and be in
the
real life
multiverse
stuff.
breaks.
Exactly. But we basically just need you guys to react to like a potential, like basically just say random stuff, and then at one point you guys just be like, no, Levi's not coming, or basically react to the what's going on.
We'll talk about it later. But
yeah,
let's talk about
get
Spider-Man,
more.
I don't want to bore people.
Spider-Man stream.
Spider-Man stream, guys. It's literally 3 days away for us. I know for the UK folk it's 2 days, but
Wrench gets to see it a bit early.
You better not say a word.
Lucky
bastard. I'm turning my stuff off tomorrow.
Yeah,
so.
I'm turning literally.
What's today? Monday? Oh shit! I probably should
Monday.
do it today. Well,
wait. So the press is going to be seeing it today or tomorrow?
They're already seeing it. I thought
they're already seeing it. Okay.
I
mean, they wouldn't leak things, would they? They're just gonna give their.
It's a little unpredictable with this movie. Probably tomorrow or Wednesday.
Okay. Yeah. Nice.
But yeah, guys, it's been a long time coming, huh?
I know. I feel like we've been preparing for this. I mean, I remember we were talking about this movie like I don't know, just a while back, like back when it was just me and you doing the podcast.
Yeah,
like literally, like we were having conversations and we were talking about Venom and Morbius and how they all connect.
Yep.
It's crazy how much we've known about this movie for so long.
Yeah.
Obviously in the stream, I guess I don't even know if you can call it spoilers. We're gonna be doing predictions and just
we're doing predictions. We're gonna do like ones that I was thinking we'll do ones that like are definite, like or we think are solid, and then ones that like are maybe a little speculative.
Right, and you guys can help us out in the chat too. Just add to the. We're just trying to throw everything on the table and see what ends up.
I have some good ones that I don't know if people thought of. So.
Yeah.
But do you want to should we make a document and do it? Just kind of have it typed out.
I think we should
share screen.
We should just throw them out.
Speak it.
Yeah, we can speak it up. Speak it into existence.
So let's do like How should we do this? Do you want to go first?
Yeah, just like so I'm trying to think.
Let's do like. What'd you say?
I was just gonna say let's get the obvious stuff out of the way.
Yeah.
And then we'll get into the what's
Sure.
it called?
The funner ones, I guess. Yeah.
Toby, Andrew, that's a thing. That is like almost 100% happening. Like
it's not almost. It is.
Yeah, it is 100% happening. We can expect to see them in the movie. That's
since a year ago.
Yeah.
And finally, people are being like, "Oh wait, shoot,
they'll be there."
They'll be there. They're gonna reveal it. I hope they don't reveal it too soon. I think they'll. I don't know if they'll reveal it next week officially, like in the commercials and stuff. But they're definitely gonna be marketing the crap out of them after.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, it's definitely gonna take a while for them to actually start marketing Toby and Andrew. I'm glad they haven't started doing that. Like I know there were rumors that they were gonna be showing them in trailers and stuff. I'm glad that it's interesting because we know what's gonna happen, but it's still the reveal of it.
Exactly.
That's gonna be exciting.
It's gonna be crazy. Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be insane.
But yeah, Toby and Andrew. I mean, at this point, if you guys are shocked by that, then I don't know. Sorry.
Yeah. No. I mean, unless you've been living under a rock, like Toby and Andrew is like you know what's happening, and it's not even a spoiler at this point because it's just a given.
Tis. Next, Charlie Cox as Matt Murdock. I don't think he will suit up.
Okay,
but even though I want him to,
you're confident that it's happening.
I am 100%.
Even without like leaks and rumors, just like with Kingpin coming in, like we know Daredevil's coming eventually.
The timing is purposeful.
Especially with Feige's most recent.
Feige, literally, like I don't know why he did that. By the way, too, it was weird that he like.
He basically he was like, yeah, I mean, Charlie Cox will definitely be Daredevil in the future, or like if we do Daredevil, it will be Charlie Cox. Just we don't know when.
Like a week before the movie comes out.
Yeah,
which is weird.
I think he'll definitely. I mean, it just lines up so perfectly. Like I mean, Spider-Man and Daredevil are pretty intertwined, and I mean, not so far in the MCU, but in the comics. And Spider-Man needs a superhero lawyer. Who else but Charlie Cox? You know,
literally.
And then so we can expect to see more of him in She-Hulk.
That might get a big reaction out of me then.
Yeah, I'm hoping we have a good theater.
Not gonna. We do. We have a packed IMAX theater.
I mean, we literally have a full theater.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. Yeah, Toby, Andrew, Charlie. I mean, those are definites.
Do you think we'll see?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you think we'll see Venom in the movie?
I don't think we'll see him in the movie. I think he'll be another end credit scene.
So do you think that rumored or leaked end credit is legit? Where
it makes the most sense.
Eddie Brock. I don't
think he doesn't fit into the movie.
No, not at all. I mean, this one is actually more of a rumor than a legit leak. But people were saying that Eddie Brock and Venom are going to go back to the Sonyverse, and a piece of the symbiote is going to stay. So literally, Venom 2 was made so a piece of the symbiote could go to the MCU. It's so ridiculous. It's so
Spider-Man can have the Venom saga without.
Yeah, and then they can now, do
that. But then raises the question: is there an Eddie Brock in the MCU that's not Tom Hardy?
Right? Yeah, exactly. Or are we gonna? Is the multiverse gonna open? Yeah, I don't know.
Don't know. Is there an Eddie Brock in the MCU? I don't know.
I might be overthinking, or not overthinking, but almost hyping myself up too much. I feel like this movie is going to change the MCU going forward. But
yes,
I could also see at the end of this movie everything getting fixed, and the Multiverse of Madness is where it gets crazy.
I don't think it'll get all fixed. I think it's going to be a very bittersweet ending.
So do you think Multiverse of Madness is like
Spider-Sense is thinking
a direct continuation to the events of No Way Home?
No. Well, that goes on to another thing. If Wanda has any play into this,
yeah, I could see her as an end credit. That leads us into Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah. Besides that, no, I don't think it will be. I think Wanda is the inciting incident about that.
This movie is going to be insane.
This is going to be insane. Correct.
Oh, yeah. Here's Brent. I still think Spider-Man Peter Parker will be pulled to the Sonyverse and separated from the rest of the MCU. That is the popular theory.
I do not think that will happen.
I've heard that there's potential for him to be bouncing around from the Sony to the MCU.
But I don't think he will be ripped out of the MCU. I do not think that they've already, and they've been talking about that that time where Tom got pulled out of the MCU and he like talked to Sony and all that stuff. They've been bringing it up a lot in interviews for some reason. It's just I don't know why.
Do you think that though?
I don't think that is going to happen. I mean,
Sony's developing like all these Spider-Man related things though, like Craven, Morbius, for example. Like, so do you think there is room for either Tom Spider-Man to go to the MCU or maybe Toby or Andrew?
Well, the funny thing is, and the most tragic thing is that Andrew was going to be the original MCU Spider-Man.
Yeah, I know. And then he got
if everything worked out, Andrew would have been the MCU Spider-Man.
You know that story, right?
That is 100%.
You know the story.
I know that for a fact.
Of when he got fired.
Yeah,
he was sick to like a meeting, and then they're like, you know what, this thing isn't.
The producers thought it was disrespectful.
I feel like that was more the straw that broke the camel's back. I feel like it was on its way out anyways. Like I feel like if that didn't happen, we still wouldn't have gotten Andrew as the MCU Spidey. But
there's a lot of talks about it between.
It's ridiculous. No, I know, but
and
anyways, but just kind of going back to Toby and Andrew, what do you think they're like main? Like, do you think they're going to be a huge part of the movie, or do you think they're going to be more of a just like?
I don't know if they're going to pull like an Endgame type entrance where they just come in, or through that sequence where Peter and Doctor Strange are going through all the.
They're starting to come through, and I can't stop them.
I wonder if they'll stop into the Raimiverse and the Webverse.
Yeah, that's the like. I don't think we're leaving the MCU. Like, I don't think
through that sequence. You don't think that will.
Well, I guess that's a good point. I couldn't tell if that was just
that sequence looks very complex and like a big portion of the movie.
I couldn't tell if that was just Doctor Strange magic. I guess I didn't consider that could have been multiversal
travel.
You know, them traveling through the multiverse.
I mean, you got to think about what Peter's doing though.
Yeah,
like he has that box and he's like trying to save them, or so he claims.
Yeah. So that maybe that's where they run into them.
That's one idea, or again, they just pop out of a portal at a time that Peter needs help.
Well, so when do you think that scene is that Doctor Strange is like they're starting to come through and I can't hold them? Do you think that's like the Act 3 of the movie?
Or hello, Millie. Hello.
What's up, Millie?
Out to Millie. What'd you say?
Or do you think so? When he's like they're starting to come through and I can't stop them. Do you think that's
at
Act
the end
3
of the movie?
So what does that? I mean, but they're already through. So who could that be referring to?
There's a chance that stuff might go hard at the end.
Like stuff's out of like the
ending. Stuff got to go hard at the end.
Like
I don't know. I don't know what
could that be.
That
Kang?
would entail.
Could that be Kang the Conqueror coming through? No.
I've heard this. There's one reason why this idea has been thrown around. In the original X-Men movie, the third act takes place on a fight scene on the Statue of Liberty.
That would be so random, though.
In this movie,
the end of the movie, the X-Men come through. Like, what?
That would be weird.
Yeah, Brett brings up a good point. It could just be a scene for the trailers. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time they've done something like that.
That's true.
Because
I don't know.
Starting to come through to me implies, the
There's
Sinister
Five
or the Sinister Cinco, as I like to call them, coming through.
I just don't know what else there could be. I mean, like, unless they just like throw out an army of Spider-Man and something. I
just loved your reaction. This movie might go kind of hard.
This movie might go kind of hard at the end. Not gonna lie.
Millie brings up a good point. Didn't Kevin Feige work on X-Men?
Yes, he's worked on literally every single Marvel project.
Yeah. So I mean, there were rumors that Patrick Stewart would be in this movie or Multiverse.
I don't know where those came from. I think it's just
literally anything could happen. So it's like I'm kind of taking everything for fact.
I don't know. The third act something is gonna come through those walls, and I don't know what. Like the holes. And
from the setup of the MCU so far, wouldn't you suspect it could be Kang related? I mean, from Loki, we know that Kang is
I
like
don't know. I feel like
Kang
it
is
would
like the next
distract.
big bad, especially with Quantumania.
I don't think No Way Home is trying to set anything up like that.
No.
I think they're focusing on Spider-Man and Spider-Man only.
Okay. So what could that mean? What could that line mean?
I like, because by that time, at the end, like they'll all be there. Everyone that we know
Right.
that's in the movie will be there.
But like that infers that there's a bigger bad than the Sinister Five or the Sinister Six, whatever.
Yeah.
Right now we think it's only 5, which sucks. Like,
well, there's been talks about a Sinister Six movie now. I looked the other day. I saw people are like, "Oh, Sinister Six movie." They're looking into it.
So that brings up a good point, and before we get too off topic from what I originally wanted to say, do you think we're gonna see Toby and Andrew in future projects, or do you think this is it for those two Spider-Men?
If they kill them off, it's gonna be. I don't think they will. I think that would be a very, very bad choice.
I don't think they're gonna kill them off, but
I don't think they can afford to kill them off.
I don't think that necessarily means that we'll see them in future projects.
Right.
But that's the thing. If Sony wants a Spider-Man, they have 3 that they can take from. They have Toby and Andrew. If they
they have unlimited technically. I guess the animation.
No, I know, but wouldn't it be weird to bring another Spider-Man?
Yes, it would be
into the mix. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like, the chances of Spider-Man 4 and maybe Spider-Man 3 are higher than they've ever been before, obviously.
Yeah.
And will be higher after this movie comes out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it'll happen, but what if?
What if, man? That's the question.
And I have a feeling that Sam Raimi would want to make a Spider-Man 4 if he was allowed to.
He's literally making Multiverse of Madness. Like, he's back with Marvel, you know.
And Toby better be in that. I think Toby has to be in that.
But, well, so you don't think that Toby and Andrew are going to...
thing.
Do you think Toby and Andrew are going to go back to their respective universes?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to live. No, they will not live. Yeah, they will not live in the MCU. That would be
so you don't think either of them? I'm thinking of a way that they can introduce at least one of the Spider-Men. Picture this. This is gonna happen. I'm telling you. There's like a news, like Peter's like talking with stranger or whatever with his friends, and there's a news report of Spider-Man like saving people or something, and he's like, "That wasn't me" or something. Yeah. And then on the TV, it's either Andrew or. I can't wait for the reveal, and like the Raimi music starts playing.
Dude, I know. Like,
oh, I'm so excited.
I'm gonna get dude. I cannot wait till freaking Thursday, dude. God damn.
Moving on, what do you think the fate of the bad guys, the Sinister Six, will be? Like, do you think they're going back to their? But that's Peter's whole thing is I don't want them to die, right?
I think Toby and Andrew, not going to talk them out of it, but kind of explain the full story.
But most of them died with some redemption, and Peter didn't want to kill them. Like.
Well, how Doctor Strange seems to be framing it is that Spider-Man murders them.
Yeah, exactly. Or they die at the hands of Spider-Man. And don't you think Toby and Andrew would be like, no, I don't want them to die?
That's what I thought.
Exactly, right.
That's what I think is gonna be the way to get out of it. I don't know.
Right. But if they go back to their universes at the point that they die, like I feel like if given the chance, all the Spider-Men would be like, no, we can't. I don't want to kill them again, you know, or I don't want that to be their fate. So I wonder, are they going to keep existing in the MCU? If they go back to the universes, are they still going to be alive?
If they stayed, I mean, like, that would be really weird.
Yeah, but that's fine by me because we're not going to get those characters in the MCU. With me.
But like, it would be really weird if they stayed.
We're not getting those characters again in the MCU if they don't stay. There's no reason to do another Doc Ock.
Toby could be in Doctor Strange easily.
No, exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna
be honest. That would be something that I would get upset about if it didn't happen.
Well, I'm saying
Sam Raimi and Toby. I need Sam Raimi and Toby again. I need to see a picture of them behind the scenes.
I'm saying specifically the bad guys. If they don't keep all these Sinister Six in the MCU,
that's a whole another conversation because they seem to be wanting to do a Sinister Six of their own. So they would have to bring in new versions of all these characters.
Right. Exactly. But they're not gonna like. They wouldn't do that. Yeah. I just don't see them doing that.
So we might get the thought of getting 2 Doc Ocks is weird to me.
Yeah.
I don't know, but like, do we call these versions MCU Doc Ock now? Like, what do we call them?
Well,
it's still Raimi versus Doc Ock,
yeah,
right?
they're Raimi and Watt characters. Or Raimi and Webb characters, sorry.
Raimi,
here's Wrench's
Webb,
theory.
Watt.
Webb Watt. Goblin kills himself, Doc Ock sacrifices himself, Sandman gets snapped away by Thanos, Lizard gets cured, and Electro gets blow up.
Electro gets blow up.
Imagine Andrew kills Electro again.
Again? Yeah.
That's a weird scene, dude.
A little bit.
There's some things they just didn't get with TASM. I
mean, like, I do think Doc Ock will have a turn.
See you, Brent.
I don't think he will. See you,
Brent. No, I mean, Doc Ock's not evil. Out of all of them, he's probably the least, like evil, it's literally, isn't it just his arms or his tentacles or whatever that like they're in his brain?
Yeah.
There's a better way to put that, but it's been a long week.
It is.
I just want Spider-Man, man. So I can see Doc Ock turning, and from the
when Spider-Man comes out, my life will be 10 times easier.
Yeah, I'm hoping that I have my finals done by then, so I don't have to stress about them.
Me too.
But what I was saying, it seems like Doc Ock will have a turn fairly quickly, like after the bridge, when he realizes that it's not Toby. But why does he want to kill Toby? I don't like. That's what I still can't.
At that time, their arms are red, so
true, right?
The light is red. I mean, so
right.
That's why I think.
So they're still sort of taking control.
Yeah, but then he overrides it, I guess, or something like that.
Right. Okay. Yeah. And I mean, we have that shot of Electro blasting Doc Ock in the trailer.
That too. Yeah. So there's clearly he's helping them.
Right. Well, probably because maybe they make like Doctor Strange is like, okay, I can get you back and you live. And so Doc Ock is like, okay, that's fine by me. But all the other ones just have this huge revenge plot for Spider-Man.
Yeah. Again, I don't know if people realize this, and I don't really think this has been too clear in the marketing, but Green Goblin is the main villain of this movie.
Yeah.
Like, well, he is the driving force.
There is some worry, because I thought his ending, don't tell Harry, the sort of redemption.
Don't tell Harry, yeah.
Like, I don't know if I want him back necessarily,
Ooh,
like, obviously, well, I love seeing him back, but I just feel like all these characters had great endings for the most part, except for maybe Electro. But it seems like Electro, out of all of them, is a completely different character. Or he looks completely different. You know what I mean? I mean, all the other characters seem like they're at least similar to the to their other movies, but Electro seems like it just like.
Well, Electro needed a redesign, so I'm.
He did 100%.
However,
I know you're not into the arc reactor.
However, arc reactor is a no for me.
Walk me through your thoughts though. Like,
with
why?
The arc reactor?
Yeah, why don't you like it?
No more Iron Man. I don't want Iron Man's over. I don't want him anymore.
Yeah, I felt like Far From Home already kind of did.
How is he gonna get the arc reactor?
Like Avengers Compound, or maybe it's already like from his like in his universe.
Oh my god, dude.
This is a messy movie, man.
It's gonna be
ends to tie up.
I don't know. I know we're at least getting Doc Ock's ending replayed for us, and Spider-Man 2. I don't know if they're gonna do that for every villain, and I feel like that could get a little weird if they did that for every villain, like almost like a Suicide Squad type shit.
I want to address what Ren said and my issues. Doc Ock was manipulated, Lizard was desperate, Goblin was mentally ill, Sandman was also desperate, and Electro was just a loser. It's poetic that they have understandable motives. Yeah, but I don't like.
They all have clear motives. That's for sure.
Yeah, but in No Way Home, do they? Like, what is Lizard's? I mean, not Lizard's. I mean, Sandman has
Lizard. I think is being from what it's again. We've barely seen any of him, but it seems to be like he just kind of resorted to just being a monster.
Lizard's fun. Yeah, that one. But like Sandman, for example, like.
I don't know either, because
he had an ending where he was like, I don't want to be bad. He was never really a bad guy,
Yeah.
So I guess maybe his
Morning,
motivation
Go
could just be,
Nation.
I want to get back home. You know, he's got a
Is it the
daughter and
morning?
stuff. Goat
Yeah.
Nation, what's up? Not quite the morning.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Sandman's a confusing one. That's I'll agree. I don't know what his motive would be after all that.
Yeah.
Except to get back to his daughter.
Right, but he died at the end of Spider. I know there's the deleted scene where he where he's
in my head he's not.
Sure. Okay.
So
yeah, I
but
know
they're
the scene
gonna.
that he's
I
in,
mean,
like, the same
obviously they're
castle.
going to have to address all the villains coming in, like, and how they
Right.
died and what this. Yeah.
Exactly. Right.
I
And
hope
well,
that's a little bit of a worry though, because that could get really. They could do that in the wrong way.
very
They could do it in the right way.
expositionally, you know, it's like I did this, but also it seems
I'm
like
Sandman.
it seems like they're variants of those characters.
They're not. It's the versions.
So why does Electro look so different?
I don't know.
Who knows? Maybe just a weird retcon.
He's like harnesses powers better. I don't know.
The electric eels, man. Maybe he falls into another vat of electric eels. And
It would be weird to have the original Raimi Doc Ock and then have a bunch of variants.
Right.
From the other movies. That would be weird.
But is
I know Doc Ock is the same version. That is 100% the same version.
What if it's not though, and it's a variant of him that's just similar?
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't do that. I won't accept that.
Well, so I also wanted to ask, who do you think remembers by the end of this movie that Peter's Spider-Man, and who
I think
doesn't?
only Peter, and that'll be the best. That'll be the best ending that they can do.
That's a good way to end it.
If only Peter knows.
It seems like Tom Holland wants to take Peter in this like darker place too.
Yeah, he said, and I really like this idea. He is like, I want to do an indie film on just Peter Parker now. I was like, please do that.
Honestly, that'd be sick.
And he's like, oh, Sony would never do that. And I know Sony would never do that, but goddamn.
Yeah.
I guess I haven't realized like how I think Tom. I mean, like, I know, of course, Tom has to know the character, but like, I think he has a good grasp on him. It's just the movies he's written into. It's just
it must be fun, you know, to be right. But so you think Peter's the only one that remembers?
I think that'll be the best possible ending that they can do if Peter's the only one who knows.
Got it.
And that will be the best way to do it.
Do you think the spell works to an extent where Ned, May, and MJ do remember Peter until the end of the movie? Because obviously they're all working together, like on the Statue of Liberty and stuff. So wouldn't it be a little tedious to go to each of them and explain?
Well, we know about all the the court stuff, right? Because like May's obviously, like, everybody knows. I mean, it's just the timeline of that is weird to me. Because like obviously, is the trial before or after the wish?
Right.
I think it's.
I imagine before.
Before, right?
Yeah. And then he is probably like I imagine he might like lose the case and then be like, I just need everyone to forget, and then he's gonna get it. Like that's the only way.
That would be weird, but it certainly could.
I mean, that's a clear motivation where like that would be the final straw. I think like if he's like, okay, this is the only way that I can get out of this now, is by going to Strange and having everyone forget that I'm Spider-Man.
Strange, I think, would have to forget as well. By the way.
You think Strange will also forget?
Yeah. I don't think unless he. I don't know. Yeah, right. I actually did watch that clip that they showed. I ended up watching it.
I saw it too. Yeah, the one where he's doing the spell, right? Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah.
Like, it seems like a weird characterization for Strange. I know, like it's probably Doctor Strange. Wouldn't that be a weird twist if it wasn't him?
No, I can't. They can't.
It's so he seems so weird. He does not act like Doctor Strange in the slightest.
I don't know.
Also, if that let's Scooby Doo this shit or whatever line is in the movie,
let's Scooby Doo this crap.
The crap. That is not a good line. That was not very
Scooby Doo this crap.
Let's Scooby Doo this crap.
Godspeed, Spider-Man.
That's we gotta get a clip of let's Scooby Doo this crap.
Andre. Welcome to the stream. I don't know if I've seen you around, but if you have been, it's nice to see you again. Really hope they give Aunt May a bit more present.
Dude, I am an Aunt May stan. I am an Aunt May stan. I am in full agreement. Aunt May is the central piece to Peter. He is the reason that he gets up in the morning. I know it's the drive to be Spider-Man, but my Aunt May plays such a big and role in that, and I think she is more of a supporting role than even MJ and Gwen. I think she is a lot more. However, from what I can tell by the interviews, I don't think Aunt May has a huge deal in this movie, sadly.
By that you mean you think she's gonna bite it?
I don't think she's gonna be the one who dies. But from what I've seen about Marissa Tomei, she has not seen the movie, and she seems to be very out of the marketing.
Right.
So
I mean, we really just got that one scene of her running in the hallway where the pumpkin bomb happens to explode that Peter isn't able to prevent.
But we also know Happy's there. That's something we can get into. I don't think there's gonna be a sixth villain wrench, and it's definitely not Chameleon.
That's if it's anyone but like a big villain that we already know, it would be weird to keep them out of the marketing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if it's just some like random.
We still don't know what that thing is in that Lego set, but
I know. Well, people were saying Rhino a while back. Wouldn't that be the weirdest marketing ploy to not put
Surprise!
Rhino? Like, that is not a big reveal.
It's Paul Giamatti. I am the Rhino.
I am the Rhino.
I am the Rhino.
It is like big mech.
That would be awful. That would be bad.
I hate that mech, man. Just make Rhino
ugly.
like. Isn't oh you're muted. But part of the Rhino character is that he's stuck in the suit, right? Or he's stuck as Rhino.
Yeah, PS4 design is the best one.
It was so cool, yeah.
No.
But yeah, who lives, who dies?
Yeah.
Who lives, who dies? Tell me.
Ned and Happy, I think.
You think Ned's dying?
They can't afford to lose Zendaya.
Yeah, not at all.
MJ will not die. And they're marketing it like MJ's gonna die. MJ is not gonna die.
No, she's not.
I could put money on it. I could put money on it.
She's not going to die. Although it would be weird to show that fall in the trailer and then save her just because it's so obvious. So that's why I think that Andrew is going to be the one to save her, and that's going to be the twist of that scene.
That'd be a really cool. That's the hope. That's the hope for everybody.
Because imagine like Peter, his hand's right there, and then he gets thwarded somehow, and then you see Andrew jump right next to him or something. What's up with Spider-Man characters and falling? What's up with that?
It's like a trope. I don't know.
It is a big
trope.
I've noticed Kingpin is always falling, dude. Kingpin and Spider-Man are always having battles when they're falling.
I can't think of another thing besides the video game.
The video game was the one that I noticed it in, but it happens in Spider-Verse too, where they're just like, and I've seen it in other stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy.
I keep thinking Kingpin is like the main villain of Spider-Verse. That's so funny.
Yeah, I love Kingpin, dude. Just going on a tangent. He's just such a.
You should watch Daredevil, Dylan. That's what you should watch.
That's Daredevil. I never heard.
It is, believe it or not. Yeah. And fun fact, he's coming back. He's coming back next. We'll see him on Wednesday.
That's what you think.
It's not what I think. It's what I know. What I know.
What's the reveal does not be Kingpin.
It's like, yeah.
And Levi will be here, and we'll on the couch reaction. It's gonna be
big
fun.
reaction. It's gonna be freaking awesome.
Live action reaction.
Live action reaction, baby.
Live action reaction.
I do think it's gonna be Ned and Happy though. I don't think
Aunt
May. I mean, Aunt May could be. I don't think they'd kill her off. I don't know. I would find it kind of weird for them to kill Aunt May off. To be honest.
Are you done with your Hobgoblin theory?
Yeah, there's no way.
I mean, him in that makeup could only mean one of two things.
He looks like he's dead. Though.
Either he becomes the Hobgoblin or he
don't look like Goblin makeup. It looks like dead makeup.
It could be Goblin makeup.
That looked like dead makeup though.
It could be Goblin makeup.
You can look at it though. You can look at it a little closer. I do think it'll be him, and which sucks, but I mean, I don't know. I again like.
I don't want to see Ned go.
The worst thing is like I'm not even attached to these characters.
Well,
so.
The thing, yeah, Ned has kind of been we don't. I mean, you obviously can infer because they tell you that Ned and Peter are just best friends, and they show it a little bit. But he's more
Ned and Peter are best friends. They might as well just be saying that throughout the movie.
But he's really just the comedic relief of every scene he's in. I don't think he's had one like emotional scene really. So it's gonna be
maybe
interesting
this movie changes that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Especially if he's dying, then. But I don't think definitely they cannot afford to lose Zendaya, so that's 100%.
Yeah, they wouldn't do that.
Aunt May, it would be weird if Aunt May died. To be honest, I feel like that wouldn't.
Well, again, there's not
an odd choice.
Emotional core to like.
I agree, but it would be weird to kill Aunt May off. I think
it would be like it's not. Like,
but but I also think there's just so much more potential with her, opposed to Happy. Where I think I love Jon Favreau to death, but I do think
it's time to go.
Out of everybody in that cast, yes,
it's time to go. But
it's time to go, and we know he's there, and I do feel like that whatever the bomb goes off will have repercussions for.
Do you think he's gonna die saving May?
Could be. That would be really good. That could be good. Would be good.
So do you think we get Uncle Ben mentions, and do you think we get the responsibility line?
They have to. Like now there's no way out of it.
We need that.
Andrew and Toby are going to bring it up. Andrew and Toby are going to bring him up, and Peter's going to be forced to say something.
He's just gonna say, he's be like, "Oh, Uncle Ben, I didn't really know my Uncle Ben."
Yeah.
There was the deleted scene where I put on his suit, and it's an emotional moment, but we took that out for some reason.
Yeah, they're forced to now.
Millie,
this was
this is an old theory. This is ancient.
Old theory, but I mean, like, I'm certain. I think I'm down for it. I don't know. I think I'm down for it.
I'm not with it.
No,
it's weird. It would be weird.
It would be weird, but it could work. But it'd be
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Toby swings in. He's like, "Oh, Uncle Ben."
And then Toby's just like, "I'm not your uncle, kid." That's what he's gonna say.
Not your uncle, kid. Yeah, it depends how they handle that. I don't know though. I don't know.
Well, do you think them talking about Ben could be sparked from one of them saying, "With great power comes great responsibility," or do you think that line will be in the movie?
I feel like this is the movie that they're gonna introduce.
If they're gonna say it,
if they're gonna say it at all, they would say it in this. Because
or it's like one of them's like, "My Uncle Ben always said," and then they're like, "Oh, me too."
I think this movie is like, I don't know. This is gonna sound really weird when I say it, but like, this is, I think, the movie where Peter like becomes.
I see what you're saying.
Becomes Spider-Man.
Right.
And I know
other movies.
I know that sounds weird. I know how that sounds. But this seems to be really where he does follow that motto.
Where he starts following more comic book accurate, like plot, or not plot, but like just like characterization.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I can feel that.
I do. I know he's already had his movies and everything. It's just, I think this movie will have a defining moment for him. And I hope it's related to Ben. Like Millie says, we're getting an animated prequel that will probably have Ben. If this movie doesn't mention Ben, if it doesn't have Ben, if
don't put Ben in the prequel thing. If this doesn't mention Ben, I don't want. If this movie doesn't mention Ben, I'm under the assumption that I already am that Tom Holland's Peter was not close to Ben Parker, his uncle Ben.
Ben is unavoidable in that show, though. So
exactly. So maybe you kill him off earlier.
I don't
know. Is Ben even the reason that our Spider-Man became Spider-Man? Because I mean, that's almost every other iteration of Spider-Man.
Guess we don't know.
I'm fine with them going in a different direction, but don't like tease the Uncle Ben stuff, you know?
Yeah. I guess you don't know for sure.
I want to read Andre.
Sorry.
The past movies served to put Spider-Man in the MCU. Now we need a Spider-Man where nobody knows who he is, and we explore all that Spider-Man goodness. And yes, Uncle Ben at least needs to be mentioned.
Yes. 100%. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah. Yes. I would agree.
Wrench seems to agree with you. I've been thinking this too. I beg for this to be true because this film is the last chance to let Peter grow up and take care of himself. Yeah, I mean, Peter Parker's always grown, you know. Even in his college age, he's always grown up.
Oh, here's one thing that I think will happen that I don't think a lot of people have said. I do think he will get it. This will be his acceptance into ESU. That'll be probably at the end of the movie.
Okay, so yeah, so this will be like a sort of a if everyone forgets about him, even like MJ and Ned, if he lives, then this will be sort of a chance to start anew. And do you think we get a MCU Harry?
There's been a little bit of talks about it, and Tom Holland brought it up, and he was like, "I want Timothée Chalamet to play him."
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I'm not even opposed to that.
Yeah, that works for me.
I think that would be a mean.
Yeah,
it would be a mean cast if it was Tom Holland, Zendaya, and Timothée Chalamet.
It's hard to do Osborn stuff though now.
It is hard
because it doesn't seem like Oscorp is an established thing, or that Harry Osborn is even like a rich guy.
Tom Holland knows who bought Avengers Tower, and I don't know if it's being addressed in this movie. But
I like to think
I'm gonna guess it is being set up in this movie because that was the movie that set up.
They mention it in Hawkeye too.
Them moving out.
They mention it in Hawkeye. Yeah, it seems like a weird time to mention that, right?
So I do think that. Yeah, I do think.
And it has been confirmed now with that recent TV spot or whatever, or like clip, that Hawkeye and Spider-Man No Way Home are pretty much coinciding with each other.
Yep.
To an extent,
and we were literally fighting about that. Yeah.
Right. Well, I think I'm thinking that all the craziness is gonna happen because the last episode of Hawkeye comes out after the movie. So I think there might be in the last episode of Hawkeye, or maybe an end credit, there might be some kind of relation, or some, I don't know, just some craziness going on.
Yeah.
So that's definitely look out for that. But also what they said something in the last episode, or maybe it was the second episode when I rewatched it. Kate Bishop does say with everything going on, and that can mean, you know, the giant celestial coming out, all of a sudden the crazy like Doc Ock coming out of nowhere. So that can maybe encapsulate that. But
we know they're connected at least, so that was the biggest thing we were trying to figure out.
Right. I had a feeling they were. It just feels weird that Spider-Man seems to be taking place around, if not exactly the same time that Hawkeye
they're
does.
Happening at the same exact time.
Literally simultaneously.
Yeah.
Right. So it just like, I don't know. They're smarter. They know what they're doing. So in Feige we trust, I guess.
Some people said some things. She says the Quinn's name on a locker. Really? I didn't know that. Huh.
Oh, cool. That's interesting. I don't know. Is that canon? Is that like Batu, where it's like everything?
No.
Everything in it's canon. So
no, I don't think it is. But yeah.
I would love a Gwen and a Harry in the MCU. I mean, they're integral Spider-Man characters.
God, I'm exhausted. Do you guys think Strange is trying to teach Peter some sort of lesson? I don't really know what the hell Strange is doing in this movie.
That would be.
He's kind of confusing me.
I can't imagine sitting in the theater and at the end it was just Strange trying to teach.
I do think he will be a vessel for a lesson to come out of, but I don't think Strange has intentions of giving Peter a lesson. No.
Right. Well, it's interesting because it's Peter finally going against like his mentor or whatever. Whereas Tony, like, obviously he like disobeyed orders, but it was always sort of, I don't know, like this one really seems like he's doing his own thing, you know, trying to find his own way as opposed to just like doing what Tony says. So that's a good direction to take the character.
Yeah.
I don't think it's all just Strange. I don't feel like that's a good characterization for Strange to just like do all this shit just to teach him a lesson.
Yeah,
especially we see how dark this is gonna get with
think
Tom's mask off and he's bleeding and stuff. Like that would be kind of insane.
Wish your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man luck. He's gonna need it says something like that.
So Millie put a picture of the lockers in Discord. I'll pull it up.
Okay.
Thank you, Millie.
So Strange. I don't know, man. I think honestly, I know he's been in the marketing a lot, I think he's gonna take a back seat for a little bit of it because a lot of it. I think there's gonna be more of a focus on Peter, MJ, and what's his name, Ned.
Ned, yeah. Also, before you move on, speaking of the Discord, I am putting the link to our Discord in the stream. I'm gonna pin it. If you haven't already joined, it's a fun place to be. Hold up, that link did not
You
work.
say so.
Well, you're never there, so.
I know.
I'm just kidding. You're
I'm
the
not,
Instagram guy.
Honest,
That's
I'm
fine.
bad with Discord. Don't go on
Here's
it.
the Discord. We have a good time there. We have a good old time.
More things. I mean, I obviously there's just so much more. I think they're saving Miles. I don't know. I think it would be very distracting to have Miles.
So I'm gonna share my screen of what Millie just sent. So there's okay, so I don't think this is canon by any means. But so where's the Gwen and Harry?
What is this? Oh, this is at the Disneyland thing.
Yeah. Millie, I need your help here. Which one is Gwen and Harry's?
What the?
I don't think I can zoom in, or I probably can, but I don't know if I'll be able to find it.
Does that say Mary Jane on the far right?
Mary Jane's, yeah.
Oh, that's Gwen's locker.
Which one?
That's the far right. In the Spider-Gwen universe, she's in a band called the Mary Janes.
Oh, got it. Okay.
That's her locker.
That's cool. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Is that her punk rock band?
Yes. Huh. Interesting. Yeah. Well. Yeah. I don't think Peter is ready to mentor anybody yet.
Yeah. No. But Tom Holland said something about that recently, where he's like, I think my Peter would be a horrible mentor. Yeah. And that'd be an interesting way to take it. If they do
you know who would be a good mentor? Well,
Toby.
Andrew would be
Toby
good.
Turner.
Toby Turner. Andrew Garfield would be good too. Yeah, I think it's too early to do Miles. I mean, I think Miles is thriving in animation right now.
Yeah, I don't want them.
And I do think that they're gonna bring him in eventually, obviously. But
Do you think we'll get Spider-Verse Miles in the MCU? Like, do you think they'll pull him in and cast him? No. I hope they don't, because I think I
wouldn't like that.
I mean, I think the Spider-Verse movies are incredible, or at least the first one so far. And I don't want to see that character brought into live action at all.
How long do you think this multiverse concept is gonna go on for?
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I think like Loki pushed the dominoes, and this movie is literally is gonna stand up and kick the rest of the dominoes down, and it's just gonna go crazier. I mean, the next movie is called Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
Well, we might get Thor. I think we get Thor.
Then Kang's a big part of Ant-Man 3, and Ant-Man 3.
Right. And with Thor, we have Natalie Portman back. So Thor. as Thor, so I don't know. I really think that it's just getting the multiverses. This is just like phase 1 of multiverse stuff. This is like if Loki introduced the multiverse, this is showing what the effects can be, or how it works to people that probably hadn't seen Loki as well. And the Multiverse of Madness is literally just gonna go crazy.
That's the idea, man.
Yeah. And then I don't know where it ends though. I don't know because Kang's thing is I am holding people the TVA is they're messed up, but they're sort of, holding balance. But clearly I feel like the MCU has picked a side where it's no, screw the TVA, screw Kang's order or whatever. But without him, we know that there's going to be multiversal war. So where does it end? You know what I mean?
Secret Wars, but I don't know when that is going to be.
Can we go back to just normal MCU after this?
After that, that's a good question.
Is it even worth? Can stories get crazier than this? Because I thought Thanos was the craziest they could do.
That's what I'm saying about Spider-Man. I don't know how they're going to go from this back to MCU stuff.
Right. Well, Spider-Man also I feel like it's an odd choice to do the big movie in, because Spider-Man has always kind of been more down to earth stories, which I still think it's going to be. And then Multiverse of Madness will be the insane one.
Yeah. I would agree. I would agree.
Wrench wants Doctor Doom and Galactus.
Of
We all do.
course, we're
Yeah,
getting it, Wrench. Don't you worry.
But like, can
Don't you
Doctor
worry.
Doom be like a super cool villain with how the MCU is? Like, I feel like they have to kind of constantly be topping. Maybe that's a weird take.
I think they have an array of all types of villains. I think he would work wonderfully.
Do you think Doctor Doom is more fit for like a show, or do you think he would be a movie villain? Because I mean, everyone loves Doctor Doom.
I think he's a big villain of a movie.
Yeah, Galactus would definitely be movie. No,
villain. he'd have his own Disney Plus show, of course.
Galactus would get his own show.
Yep.
Would he just be eating planets?
Yeah, that'd be one episode. Each episode would be him just eating a planet.
Ozan Dolger, I don't know if I've seen you around here, but welcome aboard. Glad to see new people coming in. Hope you're hyped for Spider-Man, but you say you miss the old MCU days. I was watching Eternals, and I finished Eternals, and I kind of thought the same thing. I was like, damn, I really wish I missed Phase 1.
Yeah.
But, I'm hopeful. I'm thinking Spider-Man's going to put us back on track. Because I think the last 3 MCU movies have been mid.
They've been extremely mid. So
like
that's
Black Widow, I didn't think was great. I thought Shang-Chi was pretty good, and I thought Eternals was all right. So this Spider-Man's kind of going to be the make or break for the new phase. The shows have been awesome, though, sort of. I feel like
Hawkeye's been the best thing by far this year.
Hawkeye's probably been the most consistent, I think, for me anyway.
By far, yeah. Hawkeye has been great. Yeah, so I mean, actually, we're going back to Spider-Man and stuff. How do you think they're gonna connect Hawkeye and Spider-Man a little further than just Rogers the Musical?
No, not in No Way Home, but I think we might get a connection in Hawkeye. And I think that's either going to be last episode or the end credit of the last episode.
It would be this week, though.
No, it would be next week. Is the last episode.
Yeah, but I feel like if they were trying to tie it in, they would try to.
I mean, the movie technically comes out on Thursday, so I don't think they would do spoilers. They wouldn't. Friday. Yeah, exactly. And then people have a whole week to see No Way Home, and then they see the last Hawkeye episode. Yeah. But Hawkeye already has so much to do. Hawkeye has Kingpin. They have more Yelena.
Hawkeye has a lot.
More Echo to do, which she's getting her own show. So,
yeah, dude, I need more from her, dude.
I'm thinking that
for her to pull her own show. I mean,
yeah, no, same. I do too. So Andre brings up
a little more. Yeah,
an interesting point. Difficult. The fact that you never see his face, hard for emotional performance. Have you seen The Mandalorian though?
I don't agree with that, man. Come on, there's so many examples of like that. Like,
I see where you're coming from. Because that was people's and my original sort of issue, or not issue, but worry for The Mandalorian. But they clearly pulled it off perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, think of like V for Vendetta, dude. I mean, like all the Spider-Man movies, like right. Toby and Andrew's movies, they didn't have expressive eyes.
They definitely have to be more creative with how they do it. And The Mandalorian, again, I keep going back to it. I think they've done it the best.
And The Mandalorian is a great example. Right.
Yeah. But I think they can do it, especially when that mask comes off. If they do that, Dr. Doom's mask, like imagine his final moment, like someone rips his mask off. Yeah. That'd be crazy. That would be crazy. I would love to see it too.
Trying to think if there's anything like major that I'm.
Well, I just want to address we have about 10 people watching, so thank you for stopping by. If you are new here, you're just listening, subscribe. We just hit 1K subs.
Woo!
And we're going to be this week's going to be pretty crazy because we have our other host Levi. He's actually coming to meet us at the On the Nerds.
That's why he's not here right now. That's not
exactly.
a thing, guys. That's not a thing.
Just think about it.
I could think about it, but it's not true.
It's
frankly not true.
It might be a thing. But he's coming to meet us, and we're going to be doing reaction to Hawkeye. We're going to have a stream on Wednesday. We might have a little fun things here and there. I don't know. We're going to figure it out further. But
we got some ideas.
Also,
expect a little more video. Expect more videos than normal this week.
So I don't think we're going to do it here, but in the Discord, it could even be as soon as tomorrow. We are going to be dropping a private stream so we can pull off the what's it called, what we need to do. So please join the Discord and look out for that. basically what we need you to do, to reiterate, just we're gonna lay out the parameters more, but literally just talk in a stream chat because that's what we're recording. And then I need you guys to react to something saying like, no, what's happening? Stuff like that. That's what we need. Yeah, we will. But hopefully, I mean, just look out. Just be on standby. Put I don't know how Discord works. Put one of the channels. Put Streets of Coruscant. That's where I'll post it. You know.
Oh boy, yeah, I'll make a community post. So don't you guys worry if you guys are interested. Certainly, obviously, don't have to, but
we need as many people as possible, basically.
Sure. Let's go back to Spider-Man a little bit though before we wrap up here.
Yeah,
that's what the people are here for.
Will you guys do a stream after Spider-Man?
Oh, absolutely. I don't know if we'll do. I don't know. Definitely one the following week, but I don't know if we'll do one on the weekend because people are seeing the movie, and I don't want to get caught up in the fray of everyone trying to spoil it and stuff.
Well, I mean, we'll if we do a stream, obviously we'll market it as a spoiler stream. Like that's on
we
them.
might make a video out of it. Not gonna lie, we might do that too.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
Yeah, so. We're gonna play it by ear, kind of. But there definitely will be content. You know, going towards Spider-Man. Yes. I mean, it's huge. How can there not?
Yes.
But you're right. We should.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm missing so much.
You guys gotta help us out. You guys have been helping us out, so thank you.
No.
I'm just trying to think like major predictions for this movie that we haven't already touched on.
Yeah. I mean, I know.
Do you think that? What are you gonna get? Are you gonna get popcorn and a soda?
No, bad. This is bad.
You're not gonna get a popcorn?
I don't know. Well, I mean, I work at AMC, so
I have those AMC A-list points.
I'm
$10 toward this movie.
Above you in the hierarchy of AMC.
Dude, I don't care. Literally, look at my face. Does this look like the face of a guy that cares? I'm getting I'm gonna get an icy and I'm gonna get a popcorn. I'm putting
icy, dude. This is. Do you guys think Dylan is such an icy kid? It's unbelievable.
Okay, what's wrong with ices?
I don't know. You're just an icy kid. It's fine. But
I'm a bit of an icy guy. I like me a good ice. I'd be sitting in the Dolby Theater, munching popcorn, drinking an icy. Literally, probably Nirvana. Like,
okay, man.
Nirvana. And Wrench, yes, you are seeing it first. You have a lot of power. So
don't even think about it. I will take you off of things if you start to spoil it. I'm not even kidding. So
Levi's on his way to the airport.
Look at that, huh?
Yeah,
look at that guy, huh?
Levi
Wrench, I mean, I'm partly joking, but please don't.
He's probably joking.
I know he's kidding, but yeah, definitely don't put anything anywhere.
Do you think that? So I have a theory that when the multiverse opens, not Doctor Strange, when the multiverse opens, Doc Ock's arms are gonna reach through the movie theater and they're gonna grab everyone from their seat, and then you will be in the MCU.
Spider-Man. That's our theory. You will be in Spider-Man No Way Home. You will be in Spider-Man No Way Home.
Wait, I want to pull it up. I found it. I put it in the Discord. Another Discord. There's a funny meme I found. I'm definitely pulling it up. Keep talking though. Oh no, I found it. Never mind. Stop talking. Don't talk.
I'm not.
Here it comes.
Nice try, Wrench.
Do you see it?
No. Okay.
Kevin Feige has confirmed that you will reprise your role in Spider-Man 3.
It's Spider-Man 3, dude, which is so funny. I heard them saying Spider-Man 3. I'm like, no.
Yeah, no, that ain't right.
Weird. It's weird. It sounds weird. Sounds weird to me. But I mean, dude, congrats to Tom for getting a trilogy.
Yeah, for real. Hey, I mean, not every Spider-Man could do it.
Gotten that. Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah, this is sick. I sent this to you, Johnny.
Yes, I know. I know. Some of my Spider-Man community friend people went.
It's
great.
So cool. 13 people watching. I'm sorry. I keep
wow.
People are hyped for Spider-Man, man.
Wow.
People
are guys. Yeah. Do you guys have any other I guess
Millie, I know you got some crazy
theories and stuff that you guys want us to talk about. Johnny got a new camera? No, Mug, I don't. But
You do got that rack focus going on though. I like it.
I do.
I couldn't figure out how to do it.
It's a StreamYard setting, so it's not me.
What? Oh, hold up.
You-
How do you do that?
You don't know how to do it? It's the virtual.
Oh wait,
background.
I got it. I got
You
it.
got it?
Yeah.
Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Dylan? There you go.
Oh, it's very slow. But here we are.
It's laggy.
All right, I'm turning that off.
Andre, thanks for coming by. What do you think about Electra's new look? I don't like it. I don't. The thing with Electro's really hard to do in live action because his suit is so comic booky. Like, it's pretty much.
It's goofy.
But they did Mysterio really well, and I'm like,
but Mysterio ain't goofy.
I feel like they could have gone the extra mile with
the man has a lightning bolt on his face.
I know, and they probably made it did it the coolest way possible with it just being like.
I think this is the best way to do it.
Yeah,
it's better.
The only part I definitely don't like is the arc reactor thing because I mean, like that's gonna obviously need to be explained.
Right.
And it's like, does he come with that, or does he like? I don't know how he gets a hold of Stark Tech. It's just like okay, we're going back to the Stark Tech stuff. Don't really like the Stark Tech.
Right. You don't like everything literally like coming back to Tony because that's like that was what No Way Home was about, and I think they missed the mark with the message of that. Far From Home. Ah! Stop!
It's so close.
I hate it.
I know they're done with the home. They're done with the home stuff after this. Far From Home. No Way Home.
Using a Mantis microphone. Am I walking into something if I say like what's that? Like is that like a Mantis D's nuts or something? No, I'm not. It's a Audio Technica.
What did you just say?
I don't know what the kids are doing these days, man. I don't know what
you're kind of. I would say we're on the kid side, younger side.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Millie, this is what I'm saying. Do the pointing meme.
Yeah. Oh, what lines? That's a good question. What lines do you think they're gonna use? Do you think they're gonna bring back lines from the old movies?
I think
we mentioned with great power comes great responsibility, and they have to put that in because that's gonna be a huge freaking theater reaction, especially if Toby says it.
Do you think Toby's gonna say pizza time?
That's the one that I really want, and that would also get a huge theater reaction.
Why would he say pizza time?
It would be hard to put in the movie. It would. I don't know how they would do it to make sense.
It was Wrench got me. Wrench actually got me.
Don't highlight that.
I'm not gonna highlight it. But Wrench actually got me.
Whatever, man.
Jeez.
Millie, I actually think I knew about that. Yeah, I'm excited to. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. Actually, I mean, I guess they're not gonna spoil the movie. I might watch it.
Hit Monkey Spider-Man movie. Is Hit Monkey out? Have people been watching
it?
It
is. Apparently,
the animation interested me, but it's weird that it's on Hulu. I thought they were done with that.
Who has seen Hit Monkey? I have not. I don't really have any interest in it, to be honest. But, anyways,
he needs to put some dirt in Sandman's eye.
That wouldn't do anything. He would just absorb it.
Do you think Toby will go now? Dig on this.
I don't think he's gonna say anything like that. I'm trying to think of what Willem Dafoe will say. I'm wondering if Willem Dafoe will say anything. He'll be like, Andrew.
Andrew's gonna do the woohoo,
dude. Yeah. Oh my god, that's gonna be so cool.
I'm swinging it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Do you think they're gonna go with? Do you think they're gonna go with
lines.
TASM 1 New York accent or TASM 2 New York accent?
TASM 2. They're gonna make it.
But it's weird. It's weird in TASM 2. It's like way too forced.
I think he'll die it down. I think it'll be a new thing.
Remember in TASM 2, he's like, left me with a suitcase full of junk. I don't know. I try not to think about it.
We need to watch all. I'm gonna try to watch all the movies.
Left me with a suitcase.
We should try to do that.
Harry asks him if he has a girlfriend. He's like, "That's the thing."
Oh yeah, they're skipping rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me with a suitcase.
Okay.
Suitcase full of junk. I don't know.
You gotta clip that.
It's the
really,
actual line.
I want that so badly. I just like how are they how I want it.
Can I
I'm
play
here
it
for
on
it.
stream?
I don't think you should.
I
I just want to see Goblin slap Tom's head. Okay, sure,
I do too.
sure.
Honestly.
Like just like
you know what? Anything could
back-
happen.
back of the head, like dome slap. Like what are we talking here? Okay, okay. There it is cool though. There was a shot in one of the TV spots of like the Goblin mask, like all broken up.
Yeah, that was sweet.
Looks pretty cool.
I'm surprised.
It's pretty cool.
I'm almost surprised they're doing that, but also it's Willem Dafoe.
Well, we
There's no
know
need to
we
hide
know
him.
he's getting upgrades throughout the movie. Like he will
Yeah,
have,
yeah.
and I you know, I prefer. I wish he was green in the face a little bit
He's green.
or
He's the
something.
Green Goblin.
I
Yeah.
wish he was a little more goblin, and it's just like
I bet you
Willem
wish
Daf-
he had the dumb fucking purple beanie as well.
I don't know.
The nightcap.
I'm
the
fine with
purple
the hood.
nightcap.
I'm fine with
Yeah,
the
yeah,
hood.
the hood's
Actually, I do
cool.
like the hood, but like yeah, I don't know. Well, just Willem Dafoe, which is fine, I guess. I don't know. They're really taking pride in the face the de-aging technology, which is good, and they should. But I almost feel like that was a purposeful thing from the design. Okay, man.
What?
What do we get copyrighted?
We're not gonna get copyrighted by Spider-Man 2 for PS2, man.
Who?
Can we just vibe?
I can.
Can we listen to this all the way to seeing Spider-Man?
Yeah, and like just like go
Drive
80 down,
ourselves crazy.
80 on the highway.
When I have when
100?
it's 4 a.m. and I'm driving to Boston,
I know.
I am blaring this and I'm going 120. Cops are gonna try to pull me over, and I'm just gonna roll
yeah,
my
they're
window
just gonna.
down. Can I help you, officer? This is blaring. The cop's like, "Oh
He
shit, is
lets
that
you go.
Spider-Man 2? Oh, you're
Yeah.
you're good to go, man."
You're good to go, buddy. You're good to go.
Yeah.
Have
know.
fun with us, Spider-Man. Oh, Spider-Man.
Typically,
Oh.
you know, I'd have to give you a ticket, but got a pretty good taste of music there. Gonna have to let you go.
Okay.
Spider-Man 2 for the PS2.
Yeah, I wonder how many
That's
like
enough of that.
Spider-Man meme. Yeah, thank you. I wonder how many Spider-Man meme type things they're gonna do for the movie. I don't know. I don't
I
know.
don't think too many. I mean, they already did the pointing joke in Spider-Verse.
Yeah, I feel like would it be repetitive? I don't know, but I feel like that would be a big.
Yeah, it's
I'm
also two
thinking,
different
Like
studios.
we gotta really think about this movie. Like I hope it's a good movie outside of. I'm looking at this movie being an event. And
yeah,
that's what it's been marketed. That's what it's
Martin
been marketed as.
Martin Scorsese called these movies roller coaster rides, and I would say that this movie
This one is going.
is very much.
But I also hope it is genuinely. It has like good Spider-Man moments outside of just being that. That's the best case scenario. You know.
Wrench, remember the
it's a
Boston
good
Tea
movie.
Party? Remember the Boston Tea Party, buddy? That must have hurt. That must have hurt when we poured all that tea in the harbor, in the harbor.
Nice. The harbor. It's not very nice.
Hey, it's not like we make fun of you for being British all the time.
Yeah. The heck, man. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I know there's more things, and I'm just completely blanking for some reason. I should have wrote a list. I think we hit a
Venom
lot of
is
stuff,
not going to
though.
be in. I don't think Venom's going to be in this movie, man.
Kingpin. I don't think will be in it.
Kingpin, no.
No.
But it's running right alongside
I know it is.
Hawkeye. It's running
I
right
could.
alongside Hawkeye.
This is what is more likely, and and I don't think it's gonna happen because it had nothing. There's been absolutely no word on it. What would be more likely is Charlie Cox showing up in Hawkeye than Kingpin showing up in No Way Home.
Yeah, I would say so too.
Yeah.
But both of them would be kind of weird.
I mean, if Charlie showed up in Hawkeye, oof.
Hey,
that could be.
They said that
lethal
next
for
week's
me.
episode is going to be
Break the internet.
insane.
Break
And
the
I'm
internet,
glad
they
that Levi's going to be here for the
It's
reaction.
It's gonna be crazy, dude.
It's going to be fun.
Oh my god, dude! This week, dude, is gonna slap. Once finals are over for Dylan and I, and I hope you guys, whoever you're in school or not, no Hawkeye, No Way Home, Christmas break. Let's go!
Yeah.
Let's go!
Let's go!
It's
Do you think
crazy.
in reality that we are going to finish the holiday special?
during our. What do you mean? The
Like when
commission
Levi's
for-
here.
We'll see.
Do
We'll
you,
talk
you
about
think
it.
we'll get it done?
We don't
Yeah.
even talk about it right now. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I guess not.
We'll figure it out. I don't need to talk about this right now.
Ozone, good point. I don't like I
Hey,
don't
you
like
know
this
what?
Venom either.
I would second that opinion. I don't think it's just not Venom. So
I hate the Venom movies. But if the symbiote latches on to Spider-Man and then he goes back to the Sonyverse, then he has the logo on his chest. So
well, then Peter gets the symbiote, and
Yeah.
then is there an Eddie Brock in the MCU, or what are we doing here?
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
Hey, well, imagine like this movie
know.
ends dark, like bittersweet or even dark for Peter, and then he gets the symbiote and like it's feeding on all that hate or whatever. Like that's how I could see
think
that
it'll
going.
end with Peter being the only one who knows he's Spider-Man and him not dating MJ.
Me
And
too.
that could, if they're doing a college trilogy, which seems like that's what all signs are pointing to, they introduce Gwen. And technically, Gwen was first. Gwen is first in the comics. It goes Betty Brant. No, sorry, excuse me. Liz? Is it Liz? Is Liz Betty Gwen? MJ?
Liz is pretty early on, right?
Yeah, Liz Betty Gwen MJ.
Right.
So they've already kind of switched it around, which is fine. So, but my point is like MJ, they're not dating, so that could you could throw in a Gwen in there in the next movie. I would really like Anya Taylor-Joy to play her. I think she would kill it.
That'd be sweet. That'd be cool.
If they got Tom Holland, Zendaya, Timothy Chalamet, and Anya Taylor-Joy to play those four,
that'd be nutty.
That's a crazy cast.
That is a
that would
cast.
be that would sell out. Just cast alone, those four.
Right.
That
True.
could be really cool. And I think they could
True.
I think they could all play those. I mean, like you got to think about like I mean, I don't know how hard they would go into this if they would do Harry in the MCU, but like Harry's drug addiction and like if you've seen Beautiful Boy, Timothy Chalamet's in that.
True.
Plays
Yeah.
a drug addict.
Pretty good drug addict.
He's great, and I think that would be a perfect role for him. And then I think Anya Taylor-Joy could freaking kill it as Gwen.
Yeah.
Kill it as Gwen.
I'm just thinking about some other characters that are already in the MCU, like Flash, for example. Do you think we'll get any more out of him than just a joke?
It's just a joke character, dude. I mean, like,
but in the comics, like they become like best friends, don't they? Like they in college years, don't they become like pretty close?
They tolerate each other later on.
Right.
Yes.
Well, I saw a really interesting comic. It was like a couple panels or a couple pages or whatever, and the Flash was like, "Bro, you bullied us. Like the only reason we picked on you is because you were so distant and like you thought you were better than us and stuff like that." And I think that's a cool, avenue to take.
Yeah.
Best Flash was
Millie said,
Tasman.
what if the college is MIT? It's going to be why am I blanking on?
I'll take Peter in Massachusetts, dude.
No, it'll be New York. They are not going to do that. Why am I blanking?
May lives,
I said it earlier today.
Yeah.
What is the college?
I don't remember. Is it EIT?
ESU.
ESU. Okay.
Empire State University. That's where he'll be going. I do think that they would set that up in the end of the movie. I think.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
MIT
Timothy can't be Harry. Hold on, sorry. Timothy can't be Harry. We need no fade. The fade is impractical. The fade is impractical.
It's not relevant.
It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Lotus. I mean, look at Lotus. Like Sean, who plays Harry in that movie, is like I don't think you can find anyone closer to Harry Osborn in the entire planet than him. And the waves just don't work, dude.
No, they look very strange.
They
look weird.
They don't work on Norman either.
No.
They both have the waves. It's the wave family in the comics, but
what I was saying about MIT, I feel like it'd be weird if May lives. I feel like
MIT would be freaking whack. I would actually dislike that.
I don't think Peter would want to be too far from May.
Yeah.
But who knows? It would be. I mean, as much as I'd like to see Peter in Boston, it just doesn't.
No, they're not going to. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that.
I don't know, man.
There's
Boston
no
could
way.
use a superhero.
There is no
in the comic. Actually, in the
way
comics,
they're going to do that.
Boston has Carol Danvers, so they're well protected. But
yeah, we didn't even get. Was that ever even addressed?
No, that wasn't. Massachusetts has not been a thing.
Jedi Drive, let's go!
Jedi Drive was up.
Mike.
We are getting hype for the Spider Boys, the Spider-Man.
Just realized I have to go to class in a little bit, and like at 4. It's
Okay. Well, we can
we'll
wrap
in
up.
a couple minutes.
I feel like we've kind of we hit the bottom of the barrel a while ago.
Have we?
I don't know.
Have
No,
we?
maybe I don't know. This movie's just so crazy that literally anything can
I
be a
know.
prediction.
It's dude, like it's just gonna be such a crazy week. Guys, to everybody out there, I know we know everything, but if you don't want to see anything or know maybe stuff you don't know, I would turn your stuff off, dude. I mean, starting today, especially if you guys don't want it spoiled, I highly recommend that. That's what I'm gonna do.
is out there.
This will be the last time I think we'll be on YouTube, kind of without besides posting videos. This will be the last time. I'm gonna get off Instagram and stuff like that. So, I recommend you guys do it the same if you guys don't want spoilers. So that's what I'll say.
Right.
It's gonna be a crazy week. Get hyped. We have videos coming out. Hawkeye reaction, and we're gonna do something for No Way Home. Not a reaction, but you'll see. You'll see when we get there.
Mike, you could have stayed up till 4 a.m. with us. that could have been a fun time for you to get those tickets.
Oh right, yeah.
But
anyways,
hey, Friday's not. I mean, I don't know.
Friday is opening day. So.
Yeah, right. Technically.
Oh,
Technically,
yes, it is.
I didn't have much fun
Yeah.
either, but it'll be worth it once I see Tom, Andrew, and Toby all together swinging around.
It's gonna be wild, dude. I mean,
imagine
like,
the crazy.
I
Spidey
hope
combos
there's
they're gonna
stuff
pull
that
off.
I don't know. I want to be
Same.
surprised. I don't think there is though. But
we
I
don't
want to
know
be
how the
surprised.
movie ends.
That's true.
We don't know like what the outcome of this movie is, and
Right.
so
Millie,
Yeah.
That's gonna be great. I'm
be
excited
careful
for you.
Don't let it. I know people that have been off social media for like a while now, actually, because of all the spoilers. So
Yeah, I'm gonna
just,
start today. So
it's gonna be in thumbnails. People are gonna be posting stuff.
yeah,
you know?
you guys,
like,
you like literally, if you even open up YouTube, like your recommended page, or I mean, if you're into this stuff, like which I know all you
Yeah.
guys are because you're here, like you're gonna see it in your recommended. Yeah, it's just that's the
not
algorithm.
even like an hour after Luke Skywalker showed up at the end of Mandalorian, I was seeing, and we were good. We didn't put him in the thumbnail.
No.
But other people were.
We waited till Monday.
Crazy. Yeah.
So. All right.
I think we're done here.
I think we're done.
Well, thank you, everyone.
Yes,
if you
thank
haven't
you
been
guys.
able to tell and you're new here, we're at 1K subscribers.
Yeah.
So thank you, all of you who are in the chat. We can't thank you enough. We're gonna be riding this train for like the whole month, the 1K train.
1K train. Dude, I mean, like we're living in good times right now, guys. We got a lot this month.
Hawkey's
Hawkeye's wrapping up. Spider-Man, Boba Fett, Cobra Kai season 4. If you're interested in that too.
Yeah,
there's
I don't
a
know
lot.
how much we're gonna cover that, but it's gonna be fun.
We'll try.
Yeah, if something crazy happened, dude, that trailer was like, that was a good trailer. And then the ending when like they're voting on something that's gonna change the tournament. I have all right, quick Cobra Kai theory. I think they're gonna do 2v2s in the tournament, and that's the big change. Because imagine like Robbie and Sam versus Miguel and Robbie and Tori versus Miguel and Sam. Wouldn't that be crazy?
It'll be good.
And then
It'll be good.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoy No Way Home. If this is the last time we get to speak live.
Johnny might have a heart attack and die
I'm gonna have it's gonna be a crazy time. I'm wearing my Spider-Man suit. We're going with a good group. Levi's gonna be here. It's gonna be great. Levi's flying in as we speak. He's at the airport, so
yes, sir.
It's gonna be cool, guys. So I hope you guys enjoy No Way Home. We were gonna be talking about it, of course, after. But watch out for those spoilers. So. Without further ado, let's
be aware in the Discord because just be aware in our YouTube stuff because we're gonna need to be setting up a private stream that you guys can be interactive with. So turn the notification bell on for us. Yes.
Anyways,
that's a good
all
way.
right, guys. That is a good way. We don't ever say that. We should say that more.
We should say that. That's something that the YouTubers say.
That's something that they say. All right, guys. I'm gonna play a clip and we're gonna exit out of here. So
all right.
Thank you guys. See ya.
Bye.
Pizza